In the history of science, there are certain inventions that have forever altered the trajectory of human civilization. Among these, one of the greatest milestones is the steam-powered train, or the steam locomotive. In the late 18th century, when humanity still relied on horse-drawn carriages or sailing boats to travel from one place to another, an iron monster was born. Created through the sublime alliance of fire and water, this giant bestowed a brand new momentum upon the world. Although Richard Trevithick built the first steam railway locomotive in 1804, its true triumphal march began under the stewardship of George Stephenson. In 1825, when his creation, Locomotion No. 1, successfully made its journey carrying both passengers and freight, the world stood still in awe of this new wonder. After that, there was no looking back, as high-pressure steam generated by boiling water over coal fires pushed the pistons of the engine. Trains weighing thousands of tons began to sprint mile after mile. Thus began the golden age of railways. It was through these steam-powered trains that the world's major cities were woven together. Conquering rugged mountains, dense jungles, and miles of sprawling deserts, the trains surged ahead. An unprecedented revolution swept through trade and commerce. Distances that once took months for humans to cross were shrunk to a mere matter of days by the sheer power of steam. To the common people, this train was not merely a mode of communication, it was the very definition of romance. The rhythmic cadence of the engine's wheels, the clouds of white smoke billowed against the sky, and the distant, nostalgic sound of the chugging train felt like a piece of living poetry. However, the laws of time are merciless. By the mid-20th century, science advanced even further. Faster, more cost-effective, and environmentally friendly diesel and electric engines entered the market. Compared to them, the steam-powered trains were far less economical. Consequently, these kings of steam gradually began to fade away from the railway tracks. The once chest-thumping sound of the whistle slowly dissolved into the pages of history. Today, most steam trains have found their final resting place in museums, or they faintly survive in selective tourist spots to remind us of yesteryears. The steam train may no longer run on regular tracks today, but the very foundation of our modern world was laid by this powerhouse of steam. It was not just an engine, it was a symbol of human dreams, courage, and indomitable willpower. Even today, sitting in this age of advanced technology, when we catch the sound of an old steam train, our hearts swell with an unknown nostalgia. A profound salute to that iron monster, which propelled us forward into the modern world. But as we look at the sleek, silent bullet trains of today, we must ask ourselves, what did we lose when we traded the steam engine for cold efficiency? The modern world moves at a breathless pace, connected by invisible signals and sterile machines, yet none of them possess a soul quite like the iron monster. The steam locomotive did not just run on tracks, it lived. It breathed through its pistons, it bled fire, and it spoke in a language of thunderous roars that could be heard from miles away. It was a machine made by human hands, yet it felt like a force of nature. So the next time you hear the distant phantom echo of a train whistle in the dead of night, close your eyes. Let your mind wander back to the days of fire and water where the tracks stretched into the unknown and a magnificent beast led the way. The iron monster has completed its final journey, but its spirit remains immortal, forever etched into the very heartbeat of our civilization.